While electric vehicles may look a little bit rocky in some segments, there's no question that it is game on when it comes to luxury brands. Now, two prime examples of the race to move buyers from dirty carbon molecules to clean green electrons are the 2025 Lucid Gravity and the 2025 Cadillac Escalade IQ. In the battle of luxury titans, newcomer Lucid looks to challenge one of the most well-established names in the luxury SUV segment. To do so, the startup arms the Gravity with a spacious cabin, impressive performance, and enviable range, then tosses in some of the coolest cabin tech we've ever experienced. Cadillac, on the other hand, relies more on the gravitas of the Escalade name, a more traditional approach to luxury, and of course, an established dealer network backed by an even more established corporation. With a starting price of $96,550, including destination, the Gravity is nowhere near as lofty as the Escalade IQ, yet you may be surprised at how much more it offers. Along with its sleek styling and sumptuous interior, the smaller Gravity is nearly as roomy as the larger Escalade IQ, which is a really neat trick. For now, the Gravity only comes in one trim, the Grand Touring. Power runs to all four wheels, but how much power depends on the drive mode setting. At a minimum, the Gravity produces 650 horses, but in the most aggressive sprint setting, that figure jumps to 828 horsepower. And all of that power brings some supercar performance, capable of moving the Gravity from 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. With a 400 kilowatt charging capability, the Gravity can achieve about 250 miles of range in as little as 11 minutes, provided the charging source has a steady output of 350 kilowatts. Fortunately, the Gravity can avail itself of a Tesla charging station, which has a better reputation for providing maximum charging capability. The total range for the Gravity pushes the 450-mile mark, which is more than most ICE SUVs attain. Regarding the Gravity's interior, Lucid has really outdone itself, offering an extended sampling of the finest wood, leather, and even synthetic leather, nearly indistinguishable from the real thing. But the most impressive interior feature is the massive 34-inch OLED curved screen, which, when not bombarding the driver with pertinent information, can serve as a visual therapist, displaying incredible scenes like ocean waves crashing on the shore, a babbling brook, or the landscape at Joshua Tree National Park. When placed in sanctuary mode, the screen emulates a matching environment by combining the audio, massaging seats, and even climate control. Among the Gravity's more impressive offerings are those massaging seats, a panoramic glass roof, and a 22-speaker sound system featuring Dolby Atmos. On the safety front, Lucid's Dream Drive 2 provides semi-autonomous driving, although not yet at the level of Cadillac's Super Cruise. However, when Lucid perfects this technology, it will be delivered via Gravity's over-the-air updates. With a starting price of $130,090, including destination, the Cadillac IQ costs significantly more than the Gravity, but for a good reason. The Escalade IQ rides on its own platform, separate from the gas-powered Escalade. However, like its fossil fuel-sipping sibling, there is a stretched version known as the Escalade IQ-L. Unique features like an adaptive suspension and four-wheel steering are standard equipment, the latter creating an incredibly tight turning radius and the ability to walk the big Caddy sideways. The Escalade IQ's power comes from a 200 kilowatt battery, driving twin electric motors for a net output of 680 horsepower, which jumps to 750 when engaging V mode. All that power generates a 0 to 60 time of 4.7 seconds. That is a remarkable achievement when considering the Escalade IQ's 9,200-pound curb weight. Wow. On the luxury front, the Escalade IQ mirrors the Gravity in several areas, starting with a 55-inch curved LED screen that spans the dash. Ironically, GM has shut out Apple CarPlay and Android Auto from its system, leaving Google built in as the only way to access your favorite apps. Score 1 for the Gravity, which offers access to both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The Escalade goes above and beyond the Gravity's optional upgrades, including an executive second row seating package that adds 14-way heated, ventilated, and massaging lounge chair style seats, separated by a console with a touchscreen and storage. A 36-speaker AKG audio system in the Luxury 2 trim should satisfy the most finicky audiophile. But in case not, the executive seating package ups the total to 42 speakers. But where the Escalade IQ really shines is in its driver assist technology, which includes GM's Super Cruise Level 2 semi-autonomous drive mode. With Super Cruise, you can take your hands off the wheel and foot off the accelerator when traveling on designated highway stretches, although you still must keep your eyes up. While Cadillac has thought of just about everything, there are a few glaring oversights. The power liftgate, for example, doesn't offer a hands-free feature, and the massive glass panel roof omits a power sunshade, shameful, offering only a clip-on cover in its place. So which is the better EV? Well, for its combination of price, performance, tech, and styling, the Gravity is the better bet. However, if you need something with a little bit more room, more presence, and more limousine-like accommodations, well, then the Escalade IQ, that is your game.